everyone. I'm sitting here on a rainy day in Australia, which is quite lovely. There is some cockatoos on the roof that are going a bit crazy, so we'll see how it goes. I had a talking to them, but I'm not sure that they understood what I was saying. But this is life, and it happens. This week, I wanted to put the emphasis on discovering a friendly relationship with ourselves, our practice, and what we have to deal with in life. In many ways, it is like an extension of what we have been talking about in the last few weeks with the exploration of transitions, impermanence. And so here we're shifting the teaching from that of impermanence to being able to make a friend of our experience. And so there's a teaching from Mingyur Rinpoche where there's a line that just echoes in my mind many, many times and has been such a great support. So I wanted to share that with you. And it is like waves on the ocean. All things are impermanent. I will accept whatever happens and make it my friend. So this week, looking more at this aspect of making it my friend than the changes themselves. For me, making things my friend is not always instantaneous. There can be a bit of a dance that goes on that maybe even at its best, it feels like bargaining with experience. Okay, I will accept you if you promise to go away and never bother me again. And at its worst, it's not making friends at all. There's out and out rejection, suppression, or anything that will keep me from feeling what I don't want to feel. Maybe you've experienced something like that. So, similar to last week with patience, there is something happening. And very often, it's not immediately that there is this friendly relationship. It becomes necessary then to look and include our reactivity to it, how we're relating to it. And so often the way we're relating is based on desire wanting to get or aversion wanting to get rid of. And if we aren't aware of the way we are relating, we then can't really accept the situation, event, mind state that is there as our friend. It is shrouded in this layer of reactivity. If it's aversion, there could be a sense of pushing it away. And very often within this, we might get some distance. But rather than the seed of acceptance, we have planted a seed of aversion. Other times, there might be desire that is unseen, and we just start getting drunk on the experience. We get mesmerized, enchanted by it. And again, not this quality of acceptance, but planting seeds of desire and craving. So, welcome is a word that comes to mind in the sense of making friends. When we make friends with people, welcome them into our lives. I recently had a sense of welcome that put the word in a new light for me. In Australia, there's a custom that at the beginning of events, there is from an elder Aboriginal person who makes an offering of what is called Welcome to Country. The first one that I attended was when there was going to be a referendum vote that would have given the Indigenous people of this land a voice in the Constitution for matters that affect them. It was before the referendum, and there was this gathering that was in support of this vote, a yes vote. And on this particular day, hope was in the air that the yes vote would go through. Feelings were high. And when I heard the welcome to country, it moved me to tears. I felt so welcomed into the country that I had recently moved to. I truly felt welcomed by the oldest culture on the planet. And then a few months later, after the vote had not gone through, I was back at another event on the same land. And there was another welcome to country. And again, it moved me to tears. This time, knowing that there had been incredible heartbreak in this community that had transpired, and still there was this welcome that could put aside differences, politics, and a welcome to all to join together in community to celebrate on their land. It had me reflecting on how often with welcomes there is a conditionality to it. This welcome, whether it's spoken or not, it doesn't always give that openness of invitation to mind states, our experiences, people. And what I saw modeled on this day was something that was unconditional. The welcome still asked for respectful relationships, and yet it was not caught holding the past as barring the present actions in this moment. It helped me to feel what a true welcome is like. And it was something like a big warm hug of just you as you are, how different you may be. So welcoming and making friends, when we think of that, when we think of making friends with the things that irritate us, but if we hold it in this light of friendship, what comes to mind? Is there anything that helps you to meet these experiences? For me, when I think of making a friend, there is an openness, interest, curiosity as to who this person is, wanting to get to know them better, requires some listening. And it doesn't mean that by my having interest and curiosity that I'm willing to follow them into trouble. I still turn up with all my wisdom and discernment, but rather than reject them when there's something I don't like, I might try to understand them better, to see things from another perspective. As I have this line replaying over and over again, I will accept whatever happens and make it my friend. It does help me to meet resistance, reactivity, anger, jealousy, aversion, fear, whatever it might be, with a bit more kindness. There's something to learn here. Here is a place I'm not yet free. And finding that place of welcoming that when it comes, we can stop things from arising and just meet them with that openness. And this is what can really help shift our habituated patterns. We can't stop things from arising, but we do have a choice. And it has been really helpful to me to hold practice in the place of making friends to others, making friends to myself. And sometimes it is just like meeting a dear friend on your doorstep. You go to say hello, welcome, and then you realize that they are so drunk they need to go home. But greeting them with friendliness, and yet we don't serve them another drink. And when we can accept that something is happening, like it or not, then there is the spaciousness that allows the responsiveness, and we simply offer them a ride home. So I encourage you over coming time to explore what it is to have a friendly relationship with everything that comes our way, to have it be a place of interest, curiosity, and to really look at what brings us the capacity to be with these experiences with friendship, with wisdom, not feeding that which causes more pain, and nurturing that which leads to happiness. So I look forward to hearing something of your exploration and making all of these experiences a friend on the path of awakening.